Welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair if you're new here. This is going to be part 2 of my spring cleaning. Part 1 you might have saw I did like my dining room, dining room, living room, and office. Today we're just going to focus on the kitchen. I'm going to do this as a separate video because there's a little more I do in here. I think I gotta double check my checklist, but we're just going to do the kitchen as one thing. So let's get started in the kitchen. So to start in the kitchen, I really want to clean these grates. I have attempted it a few times in the kitchen sink, but it never seems to work. And they just kind of get real kind of grimy, sticky. I mean, obviously I clean the stovetop all the time, but these grates I definitely don't because they're just really hard to clean. So this time I think what I'm going to attempt to do is fill the tub with hot soapy water. I'm just going to use regular dish soap because it cuts grease, so hopefully that'll work. So I'm gonna get those in there and get that soaking. That way it can, hopefully work some of it off. And then whatever I can't get off, I'm gonna use the scrubbing brush I bought to kind of help clean it. And then after I get that going, I'm also gonna fill the sink with hot soapy water again, because I do like to wipe the cabinet fronts down. I just use a rag and again, hot soapy water. Also, this helps when I go to clean the top of the fridge, because obviously that's something you don't typically do all the time because it's high up, and it usually gets pretty dusty. So I'll do that last after I get all the cabinet fronts done. But let's go get the tub ready so I can put these grates in.
I never cared much for the traffic in Midtown, so I moved down south. I don't know.
So this will probably take a while to fill up, but got it on the hottest setting and then as much soap as I can put in there, but they should eventually cover up. I'm going to keep letting this go while I try to fill the sink.
Where you are now, it's getting exhausting trying to imagine settling.
Seeing how I have the washer going and the tub and the sink trying to fill with water, the water is not filling as quick as it normally would, so I know those are going to take a little while. While that's happening, I think I'm going to go ahead and Windex this window and the ledge to take care of that first. So let's do that while we're waiting for the stuff to fill.
When it's already happened, a piece of my heart is stuck in Manhattan. The last 4 years, you're all I've known. I guess I forgot how to be on my own. I'm going out of my mind, trying to put you out of my mind.
Alright, everything's filled. I've washed the window. I'm going to put these on just so my hands don't get soggy, seeing how I'm using hot soapy water. But I'm going to just kind of work top to down with the cupboards and go in sections so I can get it done quicker. Once that's done, then I'll do probably the top of the fridge, and I'm also going to use the rag for the ceiling fan. So we'll do those two last because they're probably going to be the dustiest, and obviously these cabinets get wiped periodically so they're not horrible. But let's get started.
Am I just wasting my time? But it's too far gone. I should have moved on. Don't even know if it's love now. With all this distance, all this time, keep wondering if you're doing fine. Trying to put me out of your mind while I'm going out of my mind. I'm going out of my mind. I'm boxing up shit that you left on my nightstand. I have to admit, this is never what I planned. The hoodies, the t-shirts, the handwritten notes, the book from your parents I never let go. You left so much more than your words and your clothes. So I'm going out of my mind, trying to put you out of my mind. Am I just wasting my time? But it's too far gone, I should have moved on. Don't even know if it's love now.
I'm gonna have to get the bigger stepladder out to do this, but I just want to show you. And that is why you clean your fridge.
With all this distance, all this time, keep wondering if you're doing fine. Trying to put me out of your mind while I'm going out of my mind. I'm going out of my mind.
see if we can scrub up this mess here. And then we'll go back to the kitchen.
In love with the memory, gotta move on, find somebody to fill these empty spaces, take me to new places, give my heart a break, yeah. I know I'm in love with the memory, gotta move on, find somebody to fill these empty spaces, take me to new places, give my heart a break, and I'm going out of my mind, trying to put you out of my mind.
Okay, I've wiped the grates. I'm gonna let them soak a little bit longer and then I'll rinse them and let them air dry. But we're gonna move on to the storage racks. So I have 2 of them, one on each side of my island. I don't know why I call it an island. But basically I'm gonna pull these out, make sure there's nothing there that doesn't need to be there. And then we leave them in the center of the room. I'll kind of go around after too and pull out all the rugs, garbage can to the center. Once I got everything in the center of the room, I will go through and vacuum underneath everything and then I can spray and this room is done. But let's get started on the island thing, I don't know what you call them, storage carts. And then once those are done, we can move on to the vacuuming. Sorry, I'm getting tired. I still got 2 rooms and 2 bathrooms. But let's get started on these.
Just wasting my time, but it's too far gone. I should have moved on. Don't even know if it's love now. With all this distance, all this time, keep wondering if you're doing fine. Trying to put me out of your mind while I'm going out of my mind. I'm going out of my mind. I never cared much for the traffic in Midtown, so I moved down south. I don't know where you are now. It's getting exhausting trying to imagine settling down when it's already happened. A piece of my heart is stuck in Manhattan.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum in here. I'm gonna use the bigger vacuum because my battery one is not quite charged enough. And this one's a little more powerful, which is helpful when I'm trying to get under spots that aren't typically vacuumed. So let's go ahead and vacuum under the counters and of course under the island.
The last 4 years, you're all I've known. I guess I forgot how to be on my own. I'm going out of my mind, trying to put you out of my mind. Am I just wasting my time? But it's too far gone, I should have moved on. Don't even know if it's love now. With all this distance, all this time, keep wondering if you're doing fine. Trying to put me out of your mind while I'm going out of my mind. I'm going.
Okay, so the kitchen's pretty much done. I still need to do this outside window, but with the wind and stuff, I'm not going to do that today. So again, I got everything put back together. So again, I hope you enjoyed watching how I spring clean my kitchen. Again, it's not my typical daily clean stuff. I do that once a week, but this would be the things that I don't typically touch, and also so I can spray for bugs. So again, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a blessed day. And stay tuned for part 3 where I'll do my bedrooms and the bathrooms.